As we come down to the grid here, we'll see whether Corruption can get a decent getaway off the start. That's 5 red lights, it's lights out and away we go. It looks like VCARB does get a decent launch, as he actually gets a really good getaway, fully ahead by the time we get to turn 1. With, oh, it's a collision already, it's one of the Williams has gone round.
Yeah, lots going on at the back. Got the Williams, the Ferrari as well, JB and Bosmia's both round. And they are several seconds away. Finzik also.
Tolly just said the huge dive bomb on turn 3.
Ooh.
Somehow he stayed clean. But there is a bit of afters.
Yeah, Finzik broke super late as well and almost caught the rear of one of the cars right at the back of that train. So he's also dropped a little bit further back. And a Red Bull and Alpine almost tangling together. Drippo and Baxi going close, but they're right at the rear of the field. But it is English who has got through on Corruption and leading the way here through the opening lap at Austria. The sprint, Lightning has gained 6 spots for the Alpine, is the biggest gainer so far. I say that, just being overtaken by Toulouse, but they are going side by side, Toulouse and Lightning. And where will they go up to turn 4? And it is going to be Toulouse. The two McLarens both in the top 6. But it's not only them. Look how many are pitting. There are, what, 6, 7 drivers in the pits.
James didn't go in.
Oh, wasn't James? That's interesting, because he went to the inside line.
He definitely did. So unless he's potentially tried entering the pits and failed there, but up the inside, Lightning McQueen trying to take advantage of those old tyres, and he does. The McLarens have double stacked.
Oh, yeah.
So James must have been trying the pit last lap, and now he's ended up with a double stack of his teammate. That is going to cost him hugely, especially with the strength of the undercut around here. Even one lap, it is a huge gain. I think he's quite close to Robbo on this lap, so he could potentially be making a move here. We'll see whether or not he gets it from turn 3. He is going to go up the inside of turn 3. Very late move in the inside, but he is going to make it stick.
So Corruption is going to be all over Grey Lion on this lap.
It's got JB going for a move into turn 1, up the inside of the Mercedes. There's nearly contact there as the Merc of Finzik has actually gone off there, I think, trying to avoid it a little bit. It's a very opportunistic move, doesn't quite come off from. We've got Vaxi and Lewis behind as well, they're battling. And Lewis and James as well. There's a lot going on in this train. But James already, I think, is suffering from the tyre wear in those mediums. It's been 4 laps, he's in P9. But he's going to go down the inside of turn 4 for a huge lunge against Lewis. Does manage to make a stick though. I don't know if he's got the traction out the corner to try and keep him at bay into this next left-hander. Lewis still on the inside. And there's still side by side. Lewis claims the inside and claims the position finally.
Sadly, after that, those soft tyres just fell apart.
What's happening? Yeah, it's the McLaren.
Toulouse's gone straight in, and all of a sudden he's off.
It'd be too much of a risk, as the Sauber has gone round. It's Grey Line on the exit of turn 1.
Still 1.3 between. There's a battle going into the midfield key alongside Ellen, and the Aston Martin found his way through. Much fresher tyres, don't forget, of course. Ellen obviously pitted much later.
We have JB and Pistol battling for a little bit of contact there, as there's nearly a tyre hook from Pistol. Basket him under pressure from Drop on the Red Bull on the inside of the left-hander. He's still on the inside. He's not quite able to make the move stick. That was nearly a great move there from the Red Bull, but he's still he's under pressure now from Lewis. He's going to look to the inside for turn 9. Not quite able to make it work though. But Key does go off. He runs a little bit wide. Or Droppo, sorry. Runs a little bit wide. And on the run the line, he's still going to have Lewis side by side. Lewis takes the position.
Either way, Corruption has got the victory, and it is a racing Bulls 1 and 2. Fatal slotting into second. English in P3 as well, so he still scored some good points. Don't forget the top 10 score points from that sprint.
It's 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Both VCARBs getting away well, but looks like English has had a decent launch again. He's going to be on the outside for turn 1 on Fattel. Not quite able to make the move work, but he is going to look to switch back and try and claim that inside on the run down to turn 3. As not looking like he's quite going to get there just yet. A little bit of shenanigans happening in the back. There's the rear end from Fattel. He sent his teammate off, and through goes English to claim P1. It's a disaster for the VCARBs. And the final 2 turns. Oof. As Vaxi's off. Is there damage? Oh, he's beached, he's beached, he's beached. Oh, English is round, English is round. I think he's got rear-ended by Vettel there. In the turn 3, again Vettel lit on the brakes and he's ended up catching another car out. And English now down in the P9. It's a disaster. As Liam and McQueen battle, or Liam and Alf, sorry, in the turn 4. With Alf getting a really good launch there out of turn 4 on the outside for left-hander. Is he going to try and get switched back there? It seemed like he looked for it, but Liam able to just steam up the inside and reclaim that position. To be fair, oh, what's happened there? It's a straight 10-second for corner cutting, and getting the position as getting forced wide a little bit there. He's going to be under pressure from Ellen now as well. Down towards turn 4, the Aston Martin's going to be lit on the brakes. JB trying to be there and steaming around the outside, but he's just not getting the launch there on corner exit. Ellen gains that position. Oh, Bosbase has gone round there. He's looked for a move into turn 4, and I believe it was pistol, and it just was not there for him. He's caught the inside and gone around. He's dropped a position there to Droppo as well. And Grizzly Bear is getting all up on the rear of Robbo now in the Ferrari. I think he's going to have him here in the turn 3. Very quick on the straight. It was a great run out of turn 1. And he's going to go late on the brakes, claims the inside line. But he's not quite getting the drive out of turn 3. Obviously the racing line just giving you so much better traction. He's still going to go for it into turn 4 though, using that DRS. He comes over before the braking zone. Very nicely done from the Cyber, just claiming that bit of track and forcing the Ferrari into conceding. We'll see if this can potentially even make Corruption desperate in even trying to get a move done. As up the inside of, I believe, turn 8 or turn 7, sorry. He gets that move done quite easily. Greyland's just not able to really do anything with those 10 lap bolt mediums.
To know, make a move on James for yourself, start to pick up those places. It's not too far away from catching up towards the Aston Martin.
As Grizzly Bear's gone wide there, I don't know if he was potentially hit or if he's just locked up in the braking. That's going to cost him a fair chunk of time here. And Grizzly Bear's now getting caught by this train behind as well. He's going to have pressure from Robbo. English and James there are battling in the background. James has a little bit of a wobble on those mediums, and English does get the move done. Grizzly Bear out of turn 1. He's going to be under pressure here behind. As Robbo goes round, he was putting pressure on the car in front. He's got a little bit too close to that dirty hours, caused him to get that oversteer out of the first corner, and that's going to cost him massively. There's no damage, but that is going to be huge time loss. As Finsick and McQueen battling now, as Finsick has actually been forced off the track there. It's McQueen and Alf on the inside. They both make the position up on Finsick. Alf's still on the inside of McQueen. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there, but he does keep it nice and tight to the inside. Bit of wheel banging on exit, and Lightning McQueen managed to get that better drive out the corner.
Plenty going on as there's still a battle going on here with Toulouse and Obolf. As Toulouse got that spot now, Obolf has the first for tyres around the outside. He's going. Toulouse defending the inside line through the double left-hander, and it is going to be surely Toulouse. Yes, he's just held it on the inside line.
He should absolutely mince these guys in terms of tyre wear. Ooh, as Robbo goes very late on the inside, completely locks the car up though. Little bit too optimistic there on the brakes, and that's lost him the position, the Finsick, and the position, the Fattel. As Droppo and Robbo in the turn 3. Droppo getting up the inside. Little bit of tyre banging, and that's invited Pistol in. He's made a little bit of contact there with the rear of the Ferrari. Nothing too egregious, all survived from it. But Robbo's still trying to get that move done. Looking to go around the outside, the long way around the turn 4. And he's just not able to brake late enough there to take advantage of the Red Bull. He should realistically be able to get this move done by turn 4. As Brewdog goes defensive, but Fattel up the inside on the fresher tyres, which should allow him the better exit. But he's not actually going to get it. Brewdog with some great defensive driving. He's just going to try and park the car in the middle of the track. But I was about to say, like, I want shenanigans. We want to watch the shenanigans. You just don't want to be part of the shenanigans.
We do. We want them to be pushing on side by side through every corner. No, side by side for a whole lap, why not? As like Grizzly Bear and Grey Line, here we go, the 2 kicks Albers go side by side almost, and Grizzly Bear gets through. I'll say Grey Line, not to make that too easy for a teammate, and Finzik going side by side
Liam,
again.
Liam in P4 has gone for the move. He's gone for the move on Lewis now. Obviously he's got those 4-lap fresher tyres, and he does make the move stick there on the exit of 4. So that's Liam back into the podium positions.
Yeah, nicely done as well on the 4-lap stretcher tyres compared to Lewis as well. We've got to factor in the likes of Grizzly Bear and English, although English have a penalty. They do have fresher tyres than what Liam has. Corruption has been gaining. He's gained almost 2 seconds since the pit stop on Vettel. So, again, watch out and see when Corruption does catch his teammate, presuming he does. You wonder if Vettel could think about pitting again.
Like Finzik and Brewdog in the Alpine here have both just gone side by side trading positions for 9 and 10. So I think we'll keep a little bit of an eye on this battle as they are getting the elbows out properly. Oh, is that a Williams round? Half is a little bit of oversteer.
That was close.
But Brewdog and Finzik both able to make it through. Still going at it up towards turn 3.
Luckily, nothing too major happened, but Eden was definitely onto the grass. And lightning down inside Brewdog. He's got to move on Eden up at P9. Some crazy scenarios going on here with the likes of Brewdog, O'Bolf, Eden, James all getting involved with each other.
Then obviously Brewdog's in the Alpine. As it's Ellen and Alf actually going at it there in the turn 3 behind. Seemed to be a little bit of tyre banging, but I mean, you know, to say Robin is racing down towards turn 4 though. Alpha is going to have to concede, or is he? He goes for the late lunge in the turn 4 up the inside, and he makes the move stick. What a move from the Williams
for the last place on the podium.
Oh, a little bit of contact there as Grizzly Bear has actually rear-ended Lewis a little bit. That's going to allow him to get a bit of a run on the exit. So Grizzly Bear gets up in the P4 past the Aston Martin. Whether or not Grizzly Bear's made a mistake or if he is starting to struggle with tyre wear. Because obviously setups do make a huge difference. English up the inside of Lewis. Where on earth he pulled that move from? So Lewis does actually end up going wide in a great position potentially to hold on to that final podium spot. And he picks up the 3-second time. But Grizzly Bear up the inside of turn 3 now. As a little bit of lock up from English there. As he does go round again at turn 3. It's the second time this race. As there is yells behind. Who's got as a McLaren? Is that James? I'm not sure what happened there. He must have got caught up in a bit of contact as to try and put Robbo under a bit of pressure. That P1 they held for a lot of the race. And so McLaren round, or Mercedes, Finzik this time has gone round at turn 10. Surely a little bit of contact involved there. And he's going to drop the whole way down the order, down to P17. Clearly not happy with the way that his race has panned out. English there going for another late lunge into turn 4. Again on Lewis. And is he going to get the drive to try and make the mistake? He does. Up in the P5. They're starting to plateau a little bit in midfield. That's totally... Right as I say that, I think he got rear-ended by English potentially in the turn 3. It's caused him to rear-end Liam. And Liam now making a huge loss down to P7 from that point. Just from that rear end at turn 3. It's not ideal for Mercedes. He is going to get up the inside and reclaim the position on Brewdog. But Brewdog is going to have the inside for the left-hander. Can Liam hang it round the outside? He's going to go for it. He's going to try his hardest to keep that position, but it's just not there. He doesn't have enough grip off of the racing line. As we go towards like Vettel, actually, Corruption's gifted Vettel the win. So Vettel wins the Austrian Grand Prix, capping off a VCARB 1-2, and Corruption has just pulled the side. As McLaren's gone round, Tolu's gone round at the very end. Out of his contact potentially, but he has spun out. That's going to drop him massively down the order, as he's going to come across the line in P10, but I think it was about P7 or 8 there. So he's lost a solid couple of positions, as Finzik and JB will be rounded off. Grizzly Bear finishing off the podium for us, and English in the end coming through for a P4.